There are places on this earth, vast and untamed, that remind us of our true scale. Places where the horizon stretches endlessly, where the sky meets the sea in an unbroken circle, and where the human voice, no matter how loud, is swallowed by the immensity. It is in such a place, one of the ocean's grandest and most formidable solitudes, that a whisper once emerged, a fleeting echo of human presence, a desperate fragment of a story before silence, absolute and profound, reclaimed its domain. This is not just a tale of disappearance. It is a story that challenges our understanding, tests our resilience, and ultimately speaks to the enduring mystery of our world and the indomitable spirit that dares to navigate it. Imagine a time not so long ago, when the digital tendrils of global communication had yet to fully ensnare every corner of our planet, when venturing into the deep ocean truly meant stepping into an abyss of isolation, a realm where technology was a lifeline, but a fragile one. This was an era dominated by high-frequency HF and very high-frequency VHF radio transmissions, a sometimes unreliable dance of signals across vast distances. For those who plied the world's oceans, these frequencies were their only connection to shore, to other vessels, to safety, and there were vast swaths of ocean, particularly in the central Pacific or the remote southern Atlantic, that were notoriously known as communication blind spots, areas so far from shore stations, so susceptible to atmospheric conditions, that a clear, consistent signal was often a luxury, not a given. These were the true frontiers, where self-reliance was paramount, and the unexpected was always a possibility. It was into this challenging landscape that the incident unfolded, an event that continues to resonate with an eerie, unanswered question. On a seemingly unremarkable evening, after what had been a day of routine chatter between ships and shore, a sudden, anomalous signal pierced the quiet hum of the airwaves. It wasn't a standard distress call. No clear Mayday. Mayday. Mayday ringing out with desperate clarity. Instead, it was a short, brutal burst of sound, distorted and almost alien in its composition. For a few agonizing seconds, it cut through the static, a fleeting testament to something profoundly amiss, before vanishing as abruptly as it had appeared. This wasn't a signal from a known vessel in a familiar shipping lane. Its coordinates, when pieced together from the fragmented data, pointed to a location deep in one of those very communication blind spots, a place where few ships ventured, and even fewer lingered. The signal itself was a jumble, a mosaic of unsettling noises. Operators who heard it described a cacophony of sounds, the hiss and pop of extreme static, an unsettling metallic groan, almost like grinding metal against metal, overlaid with the unmistakable rush and roar of wind and turbulent water. Interspersed with these alarming background sounds were what seemed to be human voices, but they were garbled, fragmented, choked, never coalescing into coherent words or a complete distress message. It was as if the very fabric of communication was tearing apart, delivering only snippets of a terrifying reality. Multiple coastal stations, hundreds, even thousands of miles apart, picked up this bizarre transmission. From the bustling port cities to lonely, remote listening posts, the sudden intrusion sent shivers down the spines of seasoned radio operators. They were accustomed to the mundane, the occasional emergency, but this was different. This was a ghost in the machine, a whisper from the void. Each station recorded it, an undeniable testament to its reality, yet none could make full sense of it. They tried to hail the source, to call back, to ask for clarification, for a repeat, but there was nothing. Only the vast, indifferent silence of the ocean, stretching out endlessly, as if the signal itself had been a final, desperate gasp swallowed by the waves. The lack of a standard distress signal was perhaps the most perplexing detail. Why no repeated Mayday? Why no clear identification? Was there no time? Was the crew incapacitated? Or was something so utterly catastrophic unfolding that the established protocols of maritime distress simply crumbled under its weight? These questions hung heavy in the air, fueling a terrifying uncertainty. Within hours, a massive search operation was initiated. Coast guards, naval vessels, and even commercial ships in the vicinity were diverted, turning their bows towards the unknown coordinates. But the ocean, in its boundless majesty, does not easily yield its secrets. The search area was immense, a watery expanse the size of small nations, and the very conditions that made it a communication blind spot also made it a logistical nightmare. Relentless weather systems, unforeseen squalls, and powerful, shifting ocean currents conspired against the rescuers. Days turned into weeks, and the initial hope, fueled by adrenaline and duty, began to wane. Search planes crisscrossed the choppy waters, ships methodically combed grid patterns, their powerful radars scanning the waves, their crews straining their eyes against the horizon. But they found nothing. No debris field, no life raft, no telltale oil slick, not even a single piece of wreckage that could be definitively linked to the mysterious signal. The sea had swallowed whatever it was that had called out, leaving no trace. The incident concluded without conclusive evidence, leaving behind only the chilling audio recordings and a myriad of theories. Was it a sudden, catastrophic structural failure, an encounter with an unforeseen natural phenomena, a rogue wave of unimaginable power, or something else entirely? Something beyond the scope of conventional understanding. The radio signal was undeniably real, authenticated by multiple independent recordings. Yet its exact source, the precise cause of the event, and the reason for the absence of a standard, repeated signal remain unknown to this day. This enduring mystery stands as a powerful testament to the vast, untamed power of the ocean, a stark reminder of what can happen when human endeavor meets the raw, unyielding force of nature. It teaches us humility, reminding us that despite all our technological advancements, there are still frontiers where the unknown reigns supreme. But more than that, it inspires us. It ignites a fire of curiosity, urging us to explore, to learn, to push the boundaries of our knowledge, even when faced with such profound enigma. It reminds us of the courage of those who venture into these wild places, of the vital importance of every single connection we make, and of the preciousness of every moment we have. For even in the face of an unexplained disappearance, the human spirit continues to seek answers, to remember and to navigate the great, beautiful, and sometimes terrifying unknown. The ocean remains, ever calling, ever challenging, and forever holding its secrets close, waiting for the next brave soul to listen. Thanks for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe.